does all that mumbo jumbo mean? Yeah. Female and male range. This is percentage now. 37 to 47% mean of about 43. I know when I measured my hematocrit, not yesterday, sorry, day before yesterday, it was 42. So I'm indeed 53. So I'm a little low. I don't feel anything, I'm in the range that I'm okay. But it's just that most men would be higher. When I was younger, I might have been higher, That doesn't sound right. But anyway, when I was younger, I was been higher.
Yeah, I want it to
And for the male, you can see the higher ranges. Again, more of that old hormone testosterone drives our blood up a little bit. But I read one time, and I'm not sure this is still valid, because I haven't read a follow-up on it, but I was reading in a study they did that a higher amount of iron in some men probably contributes to heart disease. I don't know what the tie-in exactly was, but that was the correlation anyway. And they come up with correlations of stuff, how one thing compares to another. Like more iron means more heart disease, but trying to explain what the connection is maybe a little harder. The causation is there. Kind of interesting though. I know I can clear, so I'm not even going to ask, may I clear? Here. As far as RBC composition, there are a few more things to say about it here. I think and we'll go through the development of this too in a bit, but I think most of you know that those RBCs, which are little flat middles and thick bulgy edges and so on, there's no nucleus in there, and that's partly the reason they're shaped like that. And the shape, as I said before, I didn't make a big deal of it, but the shape of a red blood cell is very important to its function. It gives it the ability to carry maximum oxygen, to make its way through the smallest blood vessels. You know what is so weird is that some of anyone capillaries? The smallest vessel in your body, right? It's the one that exchanges, for the most part, exchanges stuff between your blood and your tissues. There are capillaries that are actually so small. How small are they? Well, they're so small that red blood cells must literally bend or flex like an umbrella that flows through those capillaries. Capillaries are smaller in diameter than they are in certain cases. So their shape has a lot to do with their ability to carry O2, their ability to make it through the bloodstream properly. So they have no nucleus to hinder that. We'll see as they develop and enter the bloodstream, the nucleus is expelled. The original developing cells for reds do have nuclei, they have to, but the erythrocyte or the mature red blood cell does not. Notice the fancy word you give to that, enucleate. Now you might think they would use the word anucleate, which I guess could apply, but E means without nucleus at all. Why this thing is not going to work today. I think it's because I selected the mouse. So when I say no membranous organelles, what I'm talking about, what are the membranous organelles within a cell? Name one. Mitochondria. Don't need them anymore. Endoplasmic reticulum just gets in the way. And others like Golgi's and things like that. So what a red blood cell, a mature one, becomes then, largely speaking, is a container of hemoglobin, which you will see is the chemical that transports the oxygen to some of the CO2. So tremendous number of hemoglobin molecules. You can't have all these organelles in the way, so they're kind of lost along the way. When I say hemoglobin, we define hemoglobin as the going to be compared a little better. I guess it has to think for a while before it starts writing. The chemical that transports, and I don't have to, you know what it transports. Hemoglobin has a metal in it. For an oxygen transport, what do you call it? Iron. Contains iron. What is the color of hemoglobin, largely speaking? It does change its color slightly as it goes through its cycle of carrying oxygen and releasing oxygen and so on, but largely speaking, it's a red-colored molecule. A tremendous amount of it within your blood, as we'll see too, carrying on its important job or function. So no nucleus to get in the way, no membranous organelles to get in the way, but a lot of hemoglobin to carry on the transport process for the organism. Hemoglobin is a two-part molecule. You see a little depiction of it at the bottom right here that we'll discuss. Move this thing back up to the top here. It has what is called a heme part. That's the first part of the name. That's the reason I put it first. Not the biggest part, but it's an important part. We would describe the heme, we'll put the protein up here too, as the iron-containing organic molecule. There are four of them per hemoglobin. You'll see that at the bottom here, so we'll take a look at them. The iron that is in here, we can symbolize as Fe. You know, that's the symbol for iron here on the iron, of course. Fe2+. If you were studying chemistry now, you would call that a ferrous ion, as opposed to the Fe3+, which is you have to have that ion, that iron atom within the central part of the heme. You see the depiction of the heme right down here. Relax, you don't have to draw that structure. Just know that it's an organic ring-like molecule with iron right at the center of it. And that's what carries it on. Four hemes per hemoglobin.
Okay.
I just didn't have the room to write hemoglobin out. We can get the room to write hemoglobin if I say that the symbol for hemoglobin is, or the abbreviation I should say, for hemoglobin is HB. You can say per HB. Per hemoglobin 4 up. The protein part, you probably figured out what that is by now, right? You got hemoglobin. That's the globin. Most complex part, that's the protein part. You might suspect, since it's protein, it's made of amino acids. What we call polycracker, or polypeptides. Now, if we look at this picture at the bottom, I know it might be a little, I hope I printed it out, so it may be a little small here. But this is a depiction of a hemoglobin molecule, just made in parts, but kind of drawn as a depiction of it. The little things that look like the planet Saturn in there. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the heme part. The red center depicts the iron. Okay, that's the color of the molecule. The light and darker purple parts indicate the polypeptides make up the globin. Now let's review a little bit of our protein. You remember there are 4 levels of protein structure that you should have studied at A&P 1. Right? Primary, the amino acids are bonded in sequence. That of course makes for the whole molecule, of course, obviously, at least the polypeptide. Then you've got the secondary structure where you coil up those polypeptides. And then you coil those polypeptides and make a more massive molecule. Each polypeptide by itself would be the tertiary structure. And when you take more than one polypeptide, like this is a polypeptide and this is one, and we bond them together to make a bigger, more complex structure. What do you call that?
Quaternary.
I may not remember how to pronounce it, but I know you know. Quaternary. That means 4th level. Primary is 1st level. Secondary, you know what that is. 2nd level. It says it in word. Tertiary is 3rd level. Quaternary is 4th level. So we're looking at a 4th level molecule right here, made of 4 polypeptides. Now I should mention, and it does tell you here, but it's very small lettering, that the polypeptides are arranged like this. 2 of them are alpha, plus 2 of them are beta. In the Greek alphabet, alpha, beta. You can see depicted here, not that it colored much difference, but they indicate the lighter colored one that doesn't mean anything as far as this is concerned. It's just identification purposes. Alpha polypeptides, there are 2 of them. You can tell it by looking at that molecule, but there are 2. And there are 2 betas. 2 beta proteins there. Well, we've got 4 polypeptides. How many hemes do we have? 4. So it means each heme is bonded to each polypeptide, and those polypeptides are bonded together to make this larger structure. When the oxygen comes in to be carried by hemoglobin, this is going to be a mess as small as this molecule is here. That would be oxygen there, and oxygen there, one there, and one there. So each of the hemoglobin molecules floating, within your RBCs, which are floating through your bloodstream, each hemoglobin can carry 4 oxygen molecules to be delivered. Not all of it to be delivered at once, but can be delivered to your tissues. Even more remarkable. Now remember, each hemoglobin has 4 hemes capable of carrying an oxygen, so 4 O2s per hemoglobin. Each red blood cell, and this number varies, obviously, it's just a kind of a value. 280 million hemoglobin